Alright. Stream. Let me get this going here. I'm about to stream. Let's see. Recording. What's up, Dave? For Wednesday. 3/8. Alright. I think this is working. Double check. I am looking for... Yeah, it looks like... Okay. So, good afternoon. It's 4:30. I just woke up only a couple hours ago. Or maybe even an hour ago. Because I am on vampire time. And partly that's because I've been binge game playing after finishing a bunch of work. So I'm on semi-vacation now. I'll be on vacation soon. And there's just things I need to get done. So... So this is yesterday's sheet. I haven't really been filling these out as much, just writing down things I need to do on it. And also using my checklist. This is my travel checklist. A lot of it is just the packing stuff, but I'm just knocking off things I need to do. Like, I already made keys. Custom what? Custom keys? Oh, okay. So just like checking things off of this list. The big issue now is just buying pants and shirts, and that's like a pain in the butt. And there's this lingering issue too with some code I wrote that I might need to actually rewrite quite a bit of it. So I've been pondering this. It doesn't seem to be quite a showstopper right now, but it would be great if I could get it to work before I leave. And so I've just been pondering, like, maybe it's not such a bad rewrite. Contemplate what needs to be refactoring. This is an interesting example of code refactoring in that, well, like I've written a bunch of code and got it to work at a point, but it really was a first pass based on what I understood about the problem at the time. Now that my understanding of the problem and the technologies we are using has improved a great deal, I can see where some of my approaches before were not well suited to the way the technology actually works. And also my modeling of what the problem is. So at first I was like really mad about having to go and rewrite all this stuff because I was ready to go on vacation. But on reflection, it occurred to me that I wouldn't be as bad as I thought. I was just I was just ready to be done with it. But everything takes a few passes to get it to work just right. So that should just accept that as part of the iterative process. If I can get improvement in under 4 hours, it'll take me an hour to figure out if that's doable. Then that's worth doing, and I can do that tomorrow. There's a few things I want to schedule, though. Let's take a look at this. So my laptop is back. I need to go pick it up today. Actually, I need one of these sheets, too. Sorry, this is upside down. But at least you can see what I'm looking at. So, over here, let's make a new sheet for today. Even though it is almost 4. It's Wednesday. I can't stay up late tonight, unfortunately. I was up until like 7 a.m. last night. I might as well just start this at... let's start this at 3. That's when it was up, officially. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is when I should be asleep. Right now it's 4:30ish. Let's say this is the What's Up Dave stuff. This was like email, dev, talk, stuff. Then I'm going to want to pick up the laptop. Maybe check out the pants at Macy's. There's also this kind of moisturizer my sister told me that Macy's has that I should check out. Although I think maybe I'm fine for the moisturizer. I made keys yesterday. call the insurance. I have an insurance appointment. I probably should take, like, code pass 1 hour. And I can retranscribe all of these things over here. Patreon Mega Pack. And one thing I've discovered with these large projects is that the time boxing actually works. So time boxing is when you, let's say you have a big, hairy, daunting project, like clean out my basement or create a website or something. That's so big and so unknown that it's hard to start sometimes, especially if you're someone like me who likes to have an immediate reward or response to anything I do. So, so time blocking, as I understand it, how it works, or as I use it, that is when it says, okay, I'll spend 15 minutes doing it, and then I'm done for now. And the very act of just spending 15 minutes on it, I find unlocks a lot of, it unblocks the, whatever my process is for that. I stop thinking about, like, this is going to take forever, and I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if it's going to be any good, all those doubts, all those uncertainties that weigh down on the starting. You don't want to, there's a natural desire for me to want to preserve my precious bodily energies for something that's going to be worthwhile. I think a lot of people are like that. And convincing my brain what's worthwhile, and just understanding that difficult projects take a lot of unexpected turns. I mean, that's something I don't like. I like everything to be, I would like things to be as convenient as possible, personally. But I also know that the best stuff comes from dealing with uncertainties. This is the part I like about design. The design, you're solving a problem that you know. So you have a reference point. But sometimes when you don't even know what the problem is, that's hard to start. So the 15 minutes is a good way for me to just get my momentum going. And I usually find that after 15 minutes or an hour of just like pecking away, doing anything related to the project, that is enough of an environment for me to really start to formulate an approach. And as that becomes more defined, the project becomes less daunting. So for this, time blocking the, what are they talking about? The Patreon Mega Pack. I started that a couple days ago. And I should just be applying this time blocking thing a lot more. I have some doctor's appointments coming up, or I have a Thursday 10 a.m. and I have a Thursday 1 p.m. That's the doc. This is insurance office. I need to write some rack space guides, and let's should time block that too, because that's a huge thing. We'll TP15 all of these. I'll TP15 the video. That's something I would like to record before I leave. I should see, it's too late to go see the locksmith, but locksmith, pants. I did the Media Temple follow-up, and we'll see how that goes. I have, like, from 10 years ago, like, I have a compensated account from Media Temple as being part of the Nine Rules network, and then renegotiated it after that blog network went away. And so now I had to move servers again, and so every time I need to move a server, I need to get a new account, and then we discuss renewing it. And I'm thinking that this year, like, as I was writing up the response to that email, there's a different person now dealing with it. I don't know if Media Temple and, what Media Temple would want, which I am assuming would be, like some kind of something that helps them sell services, versus the time it would take to create good materials for that. It's maybe not be worthwhile anymore. I mean, if I'm saving like $50 a month on this, I mean, $50 a month is like a couple hours of me doing like actual other work that would pay back more than that. So I might as well just pay for it, rather than being paid for a service that really writing things that doesn't really advance my own agenda. And since I'm thinking of getting away from WordPress in the first place, maybe it's just time to just like up and pay for it. I can expense it anyway. Yeah, I'll think about that. So those are the things that are on my plate. So now, show and tell. This issue of Lucky Peach is amazing. It's all about chicken. Lucky Peach is a food, well, it's called a quarterly journal of food and writing. It was started by restaurateur David Chang and his friend Peter Meehan, I believe. But this is wonderful food writing. It's if you love food for the culture and for, I guess, the artistry and just for the weirdness of it sometimes. I mean, here's an article on how to wash or not to wash the chicken. I don't know, it's food oriented, right? There's this whole thing about all the best fried chicken around the world. Fried chicken of the world. I mean, that's worth the price right there. They even and they're not snobby too, which is what I like about this magazine. It's aspirational. It has recipes in it. It's great. One of my favorite magazines. I think my sister gave me the first issue of it. So thanks, sis. What else is going on? Oh, I've been playing a lot of the Wildlands. That was like the major thing I wanted to be doing, like this before I go to Taiwan. So I shot a brief video just showing what it looks like. So let's see, can I make this full screen display? Yeah, there we go. So this is my character, or my avatar, my special forces person. So you can see there's a lot of like different things that you can equip. You can like customize the weapons. It's got this cool zooming in interface, which is neat. There's a whole bunch of skills that you can use and unlock. And it's an interesting hybrid between like an RPG and an action shooter. You don't really invest points, or you do invest points into various skills, but it's not really as detailed as, like how much percentage proc do you want on this type of action. It's like you have it or you don't, which is nice and simple. But the cool thing about this game is that it's like over 20 square kilometers of this modeled world. And if you can see it, you can go there. So all those distant mountains, you can go there. You can pick up helicopters. There's a helicopter in the sky right there. It's got a ridiculously forgiving vehicle model too. So like, by all means, it's like I should be dead if this was happening in real life. But it allows you, I think the game like has moments of like tremendous visual realism, but above all, it puts getting places quickly so you can have fun quickly at the top of its priority list. It results in some ridiculous things like being able to drive a vehicle like this. But you can just basically go anywhere in this world. And there's like several different kinds of environments. Like this is more of a deserty, jungly environment. This takes place in future Bolivia, a future alternative Bolivia where narco-terrorists have taken over the government. And it's your job you and a squad of your buddies are going to should have to take out like the big boss, but you have to like fight through all 14 underbosses and their minions first. I guess it's kind of like Scott Pilgrim with guns, but you have a variety of different approaches to just approaching each compound, and they just pop up places. And there's no structure to the order of the missions you can take. That's a helicopter I was going to steal. And you can issue commands to your squad mates. So here I'm doing a stealthy approach. I'm marking these two guys over here for the squad mates to execute, so I can cross the street. I'm just watching them executing the quick sync command, and they snipe them. Now I can cross the street and wave hello to those locals. And crawl. So I'm just gathering intel here, trying to mark out where all the enemies are with all the high-tech equipment that we have. So one of the things is a pair of binoculars, which I think I'm about to use. Oh, no, I'm using a drone now. So this drone will fly around, and you can see. They can upgrade the drone to like make noise, or to be quiet, or to have extended zoom, or have night vision. There's the objective over there. And so at this point, I decided, like, okay, that's enough of the game to show. So time to quit back to the desktop because I didn't really want to get into playing it. But that might happen later tonight, or I might have to wait till tomorrow. I do have to go run these chores right now. It is 4:40 p.m., and I am going to go head out and do that now. So, pretty, being kind of lazy these days. Trying to get in the right headspace for this trip that's coming up, which I'm kind of looking forward to and kind of anxious about because it's going back to a place where I was not very comfortable as a kid in Taiwan. I was born in the States. Taiwan is this mysterious place where when I was living there, like it was like, I've always felt like an outsider. So it's hard. Every time I think about going there, I had to suppress all these I guess anxieties, I guess is the best way of describing it. But I'm a grown-ass person. I should be fine. I'm traveling with friends this time, and it should be pretty interesting. Assuming that I don't screw up my travel plans otherwise with shuttles and stuff. But that's all reserved, and I can... Hotels reserved, airplanes reserved, passports in order. The only random thing is like Trump doing something crazy about travel. But we'll see. Anyway, that's the What's Up Day for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Hope you're having a good week.